is Scott Shervine, 202 South State Street, Ephrata, PA. Okay, so the question was asked before here. Who voted for and what the vote count was for resolution 2019-15 that deals with ordinance 1464? Through right to know, and as referred to in Ephrata Borough's Council regular meeting, minutes dated August 12, 2019, it was moved by Mr. Richards, seconded by Ms. Martin, and unanimously passed. So that was a question I'd asked you guys before. I just wanted you to be aware that that resolution was unanimously passed because no one could answer me. I did ask a question, right to know, and maybe you could answer me this because I don't know if I asked it properly. So who designed this ordinance? This one that's being revised repeatedly. Who in this room designed this ordinance or this resolution? Does anyone know?
I believe all ordinances and resolutions are reviewed by our solicitor.
It's not a review. I'm asking who designed it. Like when Chevy makes a Nova, somebody designs it. Who put the words? Who put the pen to paper for this resolution? Like who put the guts to it? Who made it?
I'll defer to our borough manager.
Well, it's likely to be a collaboration of entities that get involved in the review process. Staff would have been involved with that review by the solicitor. It's likely that either American Municipal Power and PMEA would have had comments into it.
Okay, I mean, and I know I come here to ask the council for resolve or change, but what is the PMEA to me? What is that to a citizen of Ephrata? What are they?
It's a resource.
Okay, I mean, do I look to them for this
Pennsylvania
change?
Municipal Electric Association is a member organization, so the borough of Ephrata is the member, and they would look to the borough of Ephrata staff and for that. So it doesn't really allow for John Q. Public, if you will, to contact them directly for information.
Okay, I mean, and that's some of the thing, like when I asked some things about this resolution that people weren't really as versed on it or knew much about it, it's very hard to understand. So if it came from the PMEA, then was it copied and pasted from a rule book or their playbook and brought to Ephrata?
It was a collaboration of best practices that were used at the time, and those best practices were identified by other Pennsylvania Municipal Electric systems through PMEA, as well as other public power agencies nationwide through our relationship with American Municipal Power.
Okay, I mean, I'm just, I'm trying to learn Pennsylvania law, and then there's PMEA rules that we're dealing with here too, so.
PMEA has no regulatory authority.
So is that what they are? They're an association or an authority?
They're a membership organization.
Okay, and we pay to be a membership
We
in
do.
that? Okay. All right. I guess that's all I really had. I probably burned up my 3.5 minutes, but at least we talked about the resolution and everybody unanimously voted on that. That's the one that's killing solar in this town. So that was one thing I got out of right to know anyhow. So I'm figuring out how to do it, guys. I'm just got to figure out the right questions, and if I word them right, I'll get the right answers, right?
And we look forward to seeing you and hearing from you as municipal president.
It's amazing. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Rebecca Barris, 44 Brookfield Drive. So my question is in regards to what is the wholesale rate? I understand that the borough purchases its solar power from Monarch. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. How much is the wholesale rate at which we are able to buy solar from Monarch?
I believe it's $55.19 per kilowatt hour.
Okay. Now, if John Q. Public here in the borough wants to purchase solar, because I understand that is an option. We want to buy solar from the borough. How much would it cost me to do so?
The public has an option of, through our EcoSmart Choice program, to ensure that certain percentages, 25, 50, 75, or 100%, come from renewable energy sources, not specific sources. So there's a, I believe it's 3 cents per kilowatt that's added on to the bill for the purposes of buying renewable energy. It might be 0.3 cents, excuse me. I think it's a tenth of 0.3 of a cent.
Okay. So now we've heard time and time again that if someone wanted to come to the borough and wanted to install solar, and they would request to do so, that the borough would pretty much talk them out of it. But if they would go ahead forward with it.
No, that's not an accurate statement.
Okay, what would they be told?
What would they be
What
told?
would
They'd be asked certain requirements and to fill out an application for submission for consideration of approval.
Okay, so let's say they were approved. How much is the borough willing to pay? What is the rate at which they are willing to pay for each kilowatt hour that they are buying their solar for?
I don't understand the question. So, or if you're asking how much we buy energy that's returned to the grid,
Sure.
we purchase it at the energy rate, and I don't exactly know what that rate is, but it's around 8 cents per kilowatt hour.
Okay. And how much do we pay as a consumer? What is the retail rate that we pay?
You would pay, unless you're participating in the EcoSmart Choice program, you're paying the residential rate that's established by ordinance.
And what is that?
I don't know.
I think it's 12.9 cents.
Well, that would be the bundled rate. So there's
Yeah.
an energy rate about 8 cents, and there's a distribution rate around 4 cents.
So if someone is getting solar, are they still paying a distribution rate?
They are.
We just want to make sure we have all of our information.